CBS News Miami.
Now at 5:30, a break in the case. Investigators making 2 arrests in connection with a deadly home invasion in Florida City that was streamed on Facebook Live. Both suspects now facing first-degree murder charges. Good evening. I'm Nasha Sherman.
And I'm Jim Barry. CBS News Miami's Chelsea Jones is your reporter live in Northwest Miami-Dade tonight, breaking down the charges for us. Chelsea.
And guys, both of these men are here at TGK without bond. They are accused of going into a home, masked, armed, and demanding money, and part of it was caught live on Facebook. These were the words heard through a Facebook Live before gunfire broke out inside a Florida City apartment. The Miami-Dade Sheriff's Office says these 2 men, Roderick Everett and Christopher Hankerson, pulled the trigger. Both are facing first-degree murder charges and possession of a firearm by a convicted felon.
He's also a fugitive from Monroe County, being held no bond. Your Honor, he also a fugitive.
Family members tell CBS News Miami Carl Melvin, also known as Baldy, was killed.
You can tell him who I am. Melvin? Yeah, Baldy.
Quantavious Smith was also shot and flown to the hospital. Deputies used surveillance video to link these 2 men to the crime. Investigators learned through interviews Hankerson had been to the scene just days before the shooting. Both have been ordered to stay away from Smith.
You understand, sir? You stay away with her?
Yes.
Good day, sir.
And the question that remains is, what is the motive for this shooting? MDSO is still trying to figure it out. Live in Northwest Miami-Dade, I'm Chelsea.
Okay, welcome to this video here. So we did a reaction video to this initial story, and come to find out, these are the 2 individuals that are being accused of that shooting that happened on Facebook Live, if I'm not mistaken, but it was on live. And kind of reminds me of Debo and old buddy when Sticky Fingers was in Friday, and it was on that bike. Oh man. But apparently the Hankerson there on the right, he had already been to that location prior, so I feel like there was like recon or information gathering at that point. And looks like Everett was just down for the ride. And it ended up, they thought it was just gonna be a robbery, but it ended up being a murder, and another person shot. Let me just see how much their bond was set at.
Murder charges. Good evening. I'm Nasha Sherman.
On the charges for us. Chelsea.
And guys, both of these men are here at TGK without bond. They are accused of going.
Okay, so they're holding them without bond. Yeah, and I think that should happen a lot more often, especially where it's a situation to where you can get out and indirectly intimidate the other shooting victim that didn't pass, or have something horrible done to them, or anything really. And especially if you take someone's life, you shouldn't be able to get a bond. Sometimes they set the bonds as high as 1 million, maybe more depending on what the crime is. But yeah, I mean, you shouldn't get a bond. You shouldn't be able to just come back out into society and live amongst people who are just trying to live, when you're literally out here taking lives. But I know it's gonna be a lot more that's gonna come with this story. But yeah, they once they didn't get, because you could hear the whole thing going on in the live, and you could hear the shots and all that. They, of course, they was asking for where the money was at. I guess the guy must have been stalling, or just trying to talk him out of it and stuff like that. And all of a sudden you just hear shots. So yeah, and as they were saying, these guys had already been to that home. So, it's no telling really what activities all within this whole situation that brought it to this point. But, these 2 are being held with no bond at this current moment. And if there's any updates, of course, we'll look to bring the updates on this situation. But yeah, until we get an update, I'm gonna go ahead and close this one out. If you like my content, make sure that you like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. This is Justin Paul. Peace.